Hello, this is Jeff Tejcek, the founder of the virtual EMDR eye movement therapy company. If you're not feeling consistently happy and grateful, or if you're struggling with an undercurrent of anxiety or unease or fear, then this video is something that you're going to want to pay attention to. I want to talk to you about a new way to do an EMDR therapy session on yourself that is designed to remove any underlying feelings of fear, of anxiety, and of overwhelm, and quickly shift your thoughts and your nervous system towards feelings of happiness, gratitude, and giving yourself the strength to accomplish the things that you want to take care of. Using this approach to EMDR will absolutely ensure that you have a productive, content, and joyful day ahead. To ensure that you get ideal results from this type of EMDR session, do this process early in the morning or more or less when you first get up, or at least within the first few hours after you get out of bed. Using this particular approach to EMDR therapy, we're trying to reprogram the way you are feeling on a physical and neurological level so that you can get the absolute best results from your day ahead. So needless to say, this particular process is not something that you would want to do, say, at night before you were going to go to bed. Be sure to watch this entire video as I will explain step by step exactly how you'll do this process on yourself. Okay, I do this in every video I make, but before we go over exactly what you need to do, I want to quickly mention what EMDR is for anyone who might be new to it. EMDR stands for eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. It's a type of therapy that's been used by millions of people all over the world to treat things like PTSD and trauma, anxiety, depression, and even things like addictions. It is normally done in a therapist's office with the client being guided through the process. As I mentioned before, I'm the founder of the virtual EMDR eye movement therapy program, which is an online version of EMDR therapy that you can use at home without needing a therapist to assist you. All you need is a screen and some headphones to do your session. Over the last 10 years, virtual EMDR has provided more than 50,000 successful EMDR sessions, and we've grown to become the world's largest provider of EMDR therapy sessions. At Virtual EMDR, we're grateful to partner with all kinds of therapists and EMDR practitioners from all around the world. And we've been testing this new approach to EMDR for some months now, and the results have been nothing short of astounding. So here's the exact process. In order to do this, you'll need access to online EMDR or some kind of bilateral stimulation software. You can sign up and use virtualemdr.com if you want to, or you can look online for a simple and free EMDR software tool if you prefer. Sit down in front of your screen, put on your headphones, and then turn on the EMDR software. You may choose to keep your eyes open and follow the moving object on screen, or if you'd prefer, you can just shut your eyes and listen to the audio tones in your headphones instead. While the EMDR software is running, start to think about your day ahead. Mentally walk yourself through anything in your day that gives you worry, fear, or anxiety. Let your thoughts touch on each future event that is causing you to be concerned. Maybe you have a doctor's appointment today and you're worried about your test results. Or maybe there is an inevitable and uncomfortable confrontation happening today, such as a meeting with your supervisor or your spouse. Or perhaps you have a looming deadline and need to finish something, but you're feeling overwhelmed about it. It can even be simple things like finding time to go to the grocery store and buy food for dinner, or helping your kids with their homework. Maybe you have some worries about your family, or are you having money problems? Or are you worried that you won't have enough time to do all the things you want to get done today? Will the stain come out of your favorite dress shirt in the washer? Or is the auto mechanic going to try and rip you off and grossly overcharge you? Create a short mental movie or some mental images of each item on your worry list. Imagine being there as the future situation is happening. Try to focus on your emotions and feel any fear, anxiety, or discomfort about the situation. When I do this process personally, I'll use the EMDR for about 5 to 10 minutes in total, And I prefer to do this in shorter 1 or 2 minute blocks of time and then go back and repeat the process until I complete the full 5 to 10 minutes. When you do this, it's best to use a slower speed on the EMDR software. It should feel more relaxing to do EMDR in this way and should not be intense or fast or loud. Use the EMDR and walk yourself through each of the problems or issues you are worried about or fearful of. Spend some time focusing on and imagining each thing. Okay, now that you've finished focusing on your worries for the day ahead, we're going to turn around and use EMDR a second time while focusing on how you want things to be instead. In EMDR therapy, this process is called installation. As humans, it seems like we are unfortunately pre-programmed in some way to worry about what we perceive as the bad things in our life, while consistently forgetting about all the things that are going well for us and all the reasons we have to be grateful. So this time, while using the EMDR, imagine all the things you're worried about or fearful of going incredibly well and having an ideal outcome. Imagine that there's nothing to fear. Think about how you would want to feel instead of struggling with worry or overwhelm or anxiety. Use the EMDR to install a sense of positivity and optimism. When you're ready, turn on the EMDR software again. Visualize enjoying and finishing your work project before the deadline and getting great results. Or imagine having that much needed but uncomfortable talk with your spouse and having it go great and feeling closer than ever because of it. Imagine sitting at the table tonight and helping your child with their homework so they can get an A on their upcoming test. Think about getting an ideal result from anything that's bothering you. It's up to you what you want to focus on, but it is generally the opposite of whatever problems or issues you're struggling with and using the EMDR for. You can also think about and feel grateful for all the wonderful things that will happen today, like enjoying a relaxing evening walk, or making the time to do something you really enjoy, like painting a picture or playing a musical instrument, or getting the privilege of eating your favorite food for dinner. There's so much to look forward to in every single day. When I personally use this type of EMDR, I imagine myself going through each of the parts of my day with a sense of confidence, presence, and contentment. I touch upon each thing that I need to accomplish, and I let myself feel grateful for successfully finishing each and every one. Do the EMDR for 5 to 10 minutes using this approach. Again, I prefer to do this in 1 or 2 minute blocks of time and then go back and repeat the process until I complete the full 5 to 10 minutes. Use a slower speed on the EMDR software when you do this. It should feel more relaxing to do EMDR in this way and not intense or fast or loud. This works amazingly well. It programs your brain and nervous system with positive emotions, and it's been a massive game changer for me and for the research volunteers virtual EMDR has been testing this process with. And when you do EMDR in this way, you're constantly reminded through the day of how you want to feel or act when you encounter a difficult or uncomfortable problem or situation. You'll respond totally differently, and things that used to feel challenging are now done with a sense of joy, ease, and lightness all day long. So that's it. It's that simple. You can do an EMDR session like this in as little as 10 minutes, and the results are amazing. When I do this, I feel great for the rest of the day. I'm more aware of the things that are important to me, and I'm more able to ignore anything that feels emotionally toxic or doesn't bring me joy. This process also has the wonderful side effect of consistently making me feel more present. Personally, I've been doing this 3 or more times each week, but it'll be up to you to figure out what gives you the best results. This practice is by no means EMDR in the traditional sense, but it's more like using EMDR as a brain hack to improve your emotional state. Try this for yourself and you'll see an amazing difference right away. And if you like this video, please leave a comment for me or a question, and please subscribe to our channel. Thank you for spending this time with me.